welcome. Welcome to another beautiful day here in the top end of Australia. So it has been chucking it down rain, absolutely chucking it down rain here for I reckon the last, 4 or 5 days. I think half of the north of South Australia is pretty much underwater. You can't get, like, the supermarkets are bare, there's no meat, there's no veggies, because obviously all the food used to come up from via Stewart Highway. So that's been blocked in pretty much South Australia and the south of the NT. So no one can get up there. So basically all the trucks have got to go up through Vico, through New South, around Queensland, across the top and then back up. It's like 3,000 miles extra. So until they all start getting here, like all the supermarkets, it's like COVID all over again, except there is toilet paper. There's just no fresh fruit and veg and no meat. So anyway, we got heaps in the freezer, so that's all good. But anyway, I digress. Welcome to another episode. I think this is technically supposed to be a season 2. It seems like when you start a new year and you're doing the YouTube thing, it's season 2. So welcome to episode 1, season 2. But then we didn't do it last year, but oh well. You know, it happens. What do we do in this episode? Not a lot, just, you know, hanging around Darwin in the wet season as you do. Tany's still working. We got a little more, it's just starting to rain again. We got a little bit more time here. And then we've got some cool stuff planned for the year, some different stuff planned for this year, which will be amazing. Amazing. Well, we think it's gonna be amazing anyway. But this episode, I finally end my quest for the illustrious NT Barra, which was extremely exciting, and a few other bits and bobs, just basically just life, you know, as it is. So anyway, I'll stop babbling. Enjoy. Good morning. Good morning. What are you doing?
Going fishing.
Going fishing. Going fishing. So met up with just one of the local guys in Darwin. That we've been back and forthing on Insta, and we're going out to what he reckons is the best barra fishing spot in Darwin. So
I can't tell you where it is.
Big call, no, we'll tell you where it is. So yeah, hopefully we'll catch some fish. It's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours out of Darwin, heading towards Arnhem Land. So yeah, we'll see you there. Just going into the Mary River National Park. But it's a beautiful drive. You can probably see a bit around me. And the wet season, because we had all that rain over Christmas, it's just, everything's just boggy and swampy. So fingers crossed, we get on to some half decent barra. See you there. So here we are. This is apparently the spot. Don't want to get too close to the water because there are big reptiles hanging around here. Very, very big lizards. So we've briefed the kids. But so what makes this spot in here so good is you've got tidal salt water on this side, and then you got the fresh water on that side going over the barrage. So you got freshwater species over here, and apparently the big barra are in here. Now, this spot gets absolutely rammed during the runoff season, which is sort of March, April. It's the best time to fish the barra apparently, because you get all the water coming out from the wet season. But it's because we've had a lot of rain just before Christmas, it's actually looking pretty good here. So we'll chuck the rods in, have a bit of a flick and see if we can get anything. Wish us luck. Bit of an issue. That's a fish, and it's literally just washed up. Like, there's just dead fish all the way through the water. So there's obviously a bit of an oxygen imbalance or something like that that's happened when we had the big rains. So there's been a bit of a fish die-off here, and that's why the smell's a bit on the nose, because there's probably hundreds of dead fish in there. So we'll have a flick still around, but we may not be in luck here, because looks like there's been a bit of a die-off. Maybe all this dead fish is bringing the mud crabs in. So I think we found one. Don't know if we'll be able to get him out, but we're going to have a look. Oh yeah, he is.
He's cracking it. At least we got something to eat. Maybe if we tried to push the rock. Oh yeah. But
No, you won't get the rock. You'll be able to hook him out though. He's only a little guy, so we'll chuck him back. But it looks like he's been in the wars. I think he's lost a leg and he's lost something out the back there. So I'm guessing he's been washed down here and been smashed around a bit by the rain we've had. So we'll chuck him back and give him a fighting chance, hopefully. Another 4 up there. Oh, this one. Sky out.
It's actually got some meat.
Got some meat in there. I wouldn't eat it.
Yuck.
Just come up to the freshwater section as well, and it's just, it's unbelievable. Just loads of shark there. There's little terrapin everywhere. There's hundreds of barramundi, mate. Not too close. A croc's gonna jump out and get you.
No, we're same.
That's probably a $10,000 barra right there. See the tag sitting in it. That's just such a shame. So many massive fish. Check this one out up here. This guy here. There's still fish in there. Look at this guy. Look at these big fish. Huge barra, and they're just dead. Hundreds of them, thousands of them probably, all the way up the river. Oh well. And you can even see all of the fish the whole way up. See, I don't know if you'll make it out on the GoPro. You see all of those little white dots just floating down the water are all dead fish. Oh, it's just such a shame. There's definitely, well, not in here there won't be crocodiles.
There could be.
But
yeah, they walk across the land and cross between rivers.
Yeah, big lizards everywhere. Just be careful. If there's water, be careful. So that was a complete duster. Still no big barras for us. Well, there's plenty of big barras, but they were dead. So I think what happens, and Tans, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, because over Christmas we had that massive, like 3 days of monsoonal rain. What happens is it basically like, the best way you could say it is it flushes the toilet. So everything floods, and all of the muck and the gunk and the toxins and the everything that's been building up over the last dry season basically gets flushed down the river system. And so they usually have a die-off, at least one die-off every year. And so we managed to cop the only main die-off, well, the first main die-off of the year.
Oh,
so
God, there's like a million mosquitoes.
And there's like a million. Oh, look at these guys in with the bugs. Are they just bugs or are they mosquitoes
mozzies.
Or what?
They're mozzies.
Yeah, anyway. So we're going to try and come down to the croc viewing platform, but it's all looking a bit swampy. Looking a bit swampy. Here, check this out. Maybe not.
I'm not walking through that.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't be bashful. All right, so yeah, there's like 600 million mosquitoes back that way in the swamp of doom. So we are definitely not going to the crocodile viewing platform. I think the pub opens at 12. I think that's the best news we've had today. Assuming it's not closed for Christmas.
No, I looked at their Facebook page.
Okay, so the pub's open at 12. So we've got 1 hour to adventure around here in the mosquitoes and dead fish and crocodiles to maybe catch Ross River fever or something like that. It's not that hot though. Maybe Tony disagrees. Allowed to climb or sit in it. Do you want to jump out? good morning. It is about 6:45 and we are going to have another crack at Sambarra. So this time we've come out to the Bark Hut Inn, which is a bit of an iconic pub, and they've got camping out the back, and they're actually doing a heap of work. I'll show you around in a tick, but cool little campsite. And so we came out here last night, had a few drinks with some friends, and so we're up early this morning and we're going to head back out to the barrage where we saw that fish kill, what, 2 weeks ago it was now, and we're going to see if we can get on to Sambarra. I'll tell you what, so wet season, check out the height, check out this grass. So Lee, this is for you, mate. At the farm, mate of mine. Look at, now that's grass. Look at this. Like, I don't know if you get excited by grass or not, but the grass here has grown to probably 6 foot tall, and it's just everywhere. It's just lush and green, and I mean, I'm sure this place would be absolutely pumped during the dry season. But like, we've basically, as you can see behind me, we've set up here. There's a bit of a water causeway, so that's why we didn't go forwards. And then you've got this camp kitchen here, which is kind of brand new, but this big, beautiful wooden table, barbecue, big bench for food prep and all that jazz. And then your bar to the stools over there, and there's another one over there for unpowered. So it's only $30 a night, power and water. And that's just for per van, no extra for kids or anything like that, which we love. Yeah, and it's also at a pub, an amazing pub. So we're going to go out and do some barra fishing this morning, and the test is on. So we'll come back and probably spend the entire afternoon at the pub, chilling out watching cricket. You gonna catch a big barra?
There might be lots of dead barra.
There were lots of dead barra there last time, but hopefully not this time.
Fish than a live fish.
No, more alive fish than dead fish is what we're after. So Tanya's still in bed because we did have a few quiet shanties last night, so I'm going to give her a Nurofen and see if she rolls out. But we do need to get out of here because we need to make the tide, so we need to be fishing by 8:30, and it's still a good hour to get there. So here we go. So here we are, back at the scene of the crime. Ooh, salt and vinegar chips. No point, though. Thanks, mate. But ultimate soft spot for salt and vinegar chips. Sorry, Tans, I should be eating on camera. So, fish die-off gone. All looks pretty good. There's a heap of people out here, but apparently this place gets rammed back on the barrage. So there's bird life, there's everything. All we need now is fish, which hopefully we'll get. Tanya's, as you can see, totally proactive in her fishing, in the sense that she's now already sitting down. We've only been here for about, I don't know.
I worked for 11 and a half hours yesterday and I was standing all day.
You heard it first. And I forgot her thongs. So, and Jeff over here, who's promised me that we're going to catch 100-metre long barras here, has got his honour at stake. So, stakes are high. Let's see how we go. So, yet again, we leave the barrage empty-handed with the stench of defeat smeared all over us. So, but I mean, look, it was a fun. How nice is Tanya's shirt? So pretty. So we're going to come back here because Jeff says that it's the hottest barra fishing spot in town. So there are no promises in life, just disappointment. But I did look, I would love to talk about the one that did get away, because I did get on and I did see it jump and it did break my line. But it will just be, well, it will be nothing. So, next time, we will beat this place one day. All right, so you might be saying to yourself, I saw a picture of a fish on the front of this YouTube, and where's the bloody fish? Because there have been no fish. So we've been out the river twice now. First time was the fish die off. Second time, one got on but busted me off, but still didn't catch anything. So we're gonna do it properly this time. Got the boat, we're out with Jeff, so it's me, Tony and Jeff. The boat's on board. We got up at 5 o'clock this morning. We're back out to the Mary River. We're gonna go all the way out to the mouth. And if I don't catch something this time, that's it. Burn the fishing rods, burn the car, burn the van. It's just, that's it. So, we've got everything on board. So we'll be good with the tides. We should get, if all goes well, we should be on the water by about 7:30ish maybe. It's just a 2-hour drive out here. And then we don't have to head back, or we need to really be heading back around 2 o'clock. So we get the whole morning and the afternoon. So I think it's about 45 minutes an hour out to the mouth up the Mary River. And then, yeah, so we'll see you on the water. How good's this, eh? How good is it? So we're on the water, 7 o'clock. We're just taking this first bit a bit cruisy because it's pretty shallow here. But then you can see the current's picking up here. Once we get out in the open water, we'll bang it up a notch. But there's probably, I don't know, Jeff, you reckon double, triple the amount of boats here?
60 easy.
Easy 60 boats when we got here at 7. So a lot of people have got up really, really early to get out there on the for the sunrise, which means they're a lot more motivated than we are. But it does mean it's a better sign than rocking up here and not seeing any boats at all, because then a lot of people know something that we don't. So I'd rather there be lots of fish out there. Now it probably means there's going to be a ton of boats out at the mouth, but that's all right. So I think we're about to hit the open water, so we'll open her up and we'll see you out in the ocean. Okay, so we've just caught the top of the tide at the mouth of the water, and we're just trolling, but we haven't had any luck yet. We've seen a few people pull them out, but we've just come to the conclusion that we haven't made a sacrifice to the beer gods yet. So here's to a big fish. That's one for my homies. What we came for. It's not landed till it's in the boat. It's not landed till it's in the boat. My heart is going at 1,000,000 miles a second right now. Oh, don't go under that. Oh, yes!
Slowly. Right in your nostril.
Pressure's on.
Get him in. Yeah, baby! Look at this boy! Oh, yes!
Yeah, we're talking.
Now we are talking. Oh, he's well hooked.
Well hooked, that's good.
This guy. And I'll pick him up. Good.
It's all right. Yeah, hold on to that. Yeah, well done.
Nice fish. So that is absolutely dinner.
Got to be about a 70. I
He's
reckon.
100% size, and that is a good fish. To open the account. See, I did say that the beer gods needed to be appeased. The sacrifice was made, and the result and the reward came. Excelente.
Parrot.
Good morning. Good morning. What trip to the NT would be, well, wouldn't be complete. A trip to the NT wouldn't be complete without a trip to the Crocodylus Park. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're going to spend, well, probably the morning here. We got here at like 9:15. Booked into the boat tour, and yeah, probably just spend here till lunchtime, and then we might see if we get a croc barbie pack and have ourselves a croc barbie this afternoon, which sounds like fun. Tanya's got her mask on.
As should you.
As should I. Well, technically outdoors is okay.
It's recommended.
Recommended. So I'll put it back on once we finish talking because, you know. Anyway, Crocodylus Park. Let's check it out.
How many crocs do you count? Eyes do you count? She has only got one eye, guys, so yeah, you don't let her last down.
Crocodylus Park. It's actually been really, really good. We've been here for about, how long have we been here for, boys? A couple of hours or so? Yeah. And so, no, it's really good. You can get up close. I could imagine like on the high season it'd probably be like rammed. But no, we've pretty much had this place to ourselves. Just wandering around. It's bloody hot though. So I think we might, maybe there's some croc handling. We've got to go check it out. But otherwise, we're going to get a croc meat barbecue pack and cook up some croc for lunch / dinner, which should be exciting. I'm excited. Are you guys excited to eat croc for dinner?
Yeah.
Guess that's something.
I'm not.
We'll give them a couple of minutes. Survive on their own fat reserves and neck and tail of the crocodile. Long as the food stays there, eventually.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, that is nice.
It was good.
Pops, don't move.
Whoa.
That was fly.
If you're fast enough, go for it, mate.
That was gold.
Okay.
But back home, because my gran has a farm,
Look at you, kitty pants.
and the sheep that we had to
Oh,
nice
crocodile. You got a crocodile.
Got the spots.
Very cool.
Called that because he was white with a big black.
Not too late.
Can we have crocodiles and actually eat
Yeah.
And so that is it for this episode. Look, so unbelievably stoked that I got my first barra. So that in itself was amazing. We are actually, so I think last episode we were house sitting. We've since moved on from there. So we're actually at Coolangatta Caravan Park, which is just sort of about half an hour outside of Darwin. It's probably the cheapest caravan park around the area. It's just under $40 per night, power and water for the whole family. So it's heaps cheaper than the big four at Howard Springs, which is like $70 a night, which is extortionate this time of year when there's no one there. And you can tell that this place is a bit vibey because I think a lot of because it's sort of a bit out of town and it's kind of cheap and cheerful, but still really, really nice. A lot of the travellers are here. Anyone who's working up here, we know a few people that are staying around the area, so that are up here working on the wet season, are stupid as we are to be up here in the wet. But look, it's really nice. I mean, as you can see, we're set up here, heaps of grassy space around, and then I'll just take you in through here. We're right next to the pool, and a lot of the guys that are here now, they're all people that have been here or basically live here. I don't think there's many people that aren't just long-termers. But then straight in here, which is pretty cool, is this amazing pool. And what's really good about it is it must suck to clean, because you can see it's like right in amongst the trees here. So it means it actually keeps it really nice and cool, which it's actually been pretty cool over the last few days, because it's been chucking it down rain. But when it's really hot outside, it actually makes a massive difference. So anyway, while I just continue to babble on about Coolangatta, thanks for watching. As always, we have got some pretty cool stuff coming up. Either next week or the week after. I'm not 100% sure when it's actually going to launch. Sorry if the fluffy mic's just bouncing up and down there in front of the camera. But anyway, keep an eye out on our socials. We've been working on something for a while that should be going live either next week or the week after. Not sure, but we've had quite a few comments about how come we don't see a lot of vet stuff on the channel, and it's really, I don't know why, because it's kind of just a sort of a travel vlog, I guess. Who knows? But so we sort of remedied that a little bit. So keep your eyes open for that one, which is gonna hopefully hit socials sometime over the next week or two. And so yeah, anyway, outside of that, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, don't get COVID, and yeah, you probably catch up from us, I don't know, probably a couple of weeks. Again, we're not doing a lot of crazy filming and stuff. Once we start moving again, which will be in a couple of weeks, I'll probably start throwing out a few more vids because I'll have a bit more to talk about. But at the moment, yeah, it'll probably be a couple more weeks till you hear from us again. So until then, stay safe and I'll see you later.